Hey, what's going on, guys? Indie Freak 425 back here with a new episode of a new series that I'm about to start. A couple of you may be wondering, what is this series going to be? And no, it's not just going to be on this game. The series that I'm kind of going to be starting is more of not a series that I'm going to finish, but more just kind of like a series of reviews of just different indie games out there, because I know there's a lot of indie games, a couple of them that I've played myself that are really, really great games and really deserve their day in the sun, but are just not really conducive to doing a series on them. So that's kind of what this series is going to be about, just showing you guys games, just kind of showing you the basics, spending a little time playing through it, giving you guys a good idea of what the game is like. So we are starting off. The first game that I'm going to be doing this with is, as you can tell right here, Cosmochoria. Now, Cosmochoria was developed by 3030 Games, and as you can see on that top corner is version 1.07. I just got the game maybe a few days ago, and I already love it. So they describe the game as, this is what they say: Cosmochoria is a love letter to old school action arcade games like Asteroids, Mario Bros, and Sinistar. Cosmochoria is a mesmerizing way to kill hours, hopping between planets, unraveling forgotten mysteries, killing aliens, and planting seeds to sprout new life across a long, barren galaxy. So yeah, the way I'd kind of describe it is it's a bit of a space survival. It's not like anything crazy when I say survival, but it's like, it'd be a roguelike because, well, not partially a roguelike because whenever you always start over from the beginning, but the money you use to kind of upgrade your guy and everything. So I suppose it's kind of a roguelike, but without further ado, let's just jump right in. So as you can tell right here, this is kind of your first menu, and you can see I've already kind of gotten some of the upgrades and everything. But this is where you can upgrade your character. There's a lot of things you can unlock here. There's different guns you can buy. As you can see, I've already bought the second gun, and there's also a bunch of upgrades, whether it's a health upgrade, more fuel, more starting seeds, faster, blah 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff. So yeah, but that's kind of where it all starts. And there's also these things down here. I'm not quite sure what they are. I know I've collected a few of them, but I'm not really sure where they are. But I'm just gonna play it like I was just starting the game. Minus the gun, I'm going to keep the gun, because I like that second gun a lot better than the first. So anyways, without any further ado, let's jump right in. A long, long time ago, pro tip, this game would not have been possible without you, dude. Alright. So as you can see right here, we are starting out. I don't know what that is all over there. Anyways, no, we're starting out, and as you can tell, we're kind of on this dark, dead planet. There's not much to it. We have our little guy here. He's got his gun, can jump around. He also has a space jetpack as well to jump around. And as you can see, there's kind of an atmosphere line here, so you have gravity within this atmosphere, so it'll keep pulling you back. But once you get outside there, you will go flying forever. And if you run out of fuel for your jetpack, then you could be in serious trouble. So first, we got to start off by doing the simple task of placing a flag. So this kind of claims it as a planet, and that means that we can start planting stuff on it, or putting bases down, or doing all sorts of stuff on there. So let's start out by planting a seed. So as you can see right here, we just have this little tiny plant. There's not much to it. It's not going to grow. It's not going to do anything. But what we have to do with it is we have to go over it and press S and fill up that bar. Now, as you can see, we kind of nurtured it, cared for it, sang to it a little bit, made it food and watered it and all that fun stuff. All that care for space plants. And as you can see, it's kind of got those particle effects coming off of it, and it's going to grow into a bigger plant. So now a couple things happened here. One, you can kind of see that big heart in the center here. There's an outline, and I don't know if you can see way down here, but there's a little heart. It's a red one, but then you also have the dark outline. So for every plant that grows into a big there, now you have a better view. For every plant that grows into a large plant, it adds to this little heart here. And your goal is to get that heart all the way full. And what happens when it's all the way full is that your planet is revived and becomes inhabitable again. I don't know. So, so what we're doing right now is we just have to plant all the seeds that we have until this is full. And like you saw with that last one, all full plants will drop seeds. So usually, I mean, it could be as few as like one, or it could be as few as two, but I've seen it as many as like six. Usually it's about three though. See, like right there, that was four. So, so yeah, and you just have to go around, and this is what you do. So your goal is to uh, plant as many or revive as many planets as possible. And along the way, you'll meet different NPCs. There's, as you saw in the store earlier, there's a lot of unlockables that you can find and get. But there's also, again, like a lot of NPCs, a lot of stories. You kind of have to figure out, like, I think there's a little bit of like what happened sort of thing, like figuring out like what's going on, why everything is dead now. So, but yeah, and the thing I really like about this game is it's just kind of, not only is it a really just peaceful game, it's like, but at the same time it's really full of action. Like if you're not careful, you'll be killed by aliens right away, but at the same time you're just sitting here walking around and planting plants. Like it's 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 simple, but at the same time it's good quality. And plus I really like the art style. Like it almost looks kind of like almost like a Paper Mario, like kind of like that cutout look to it. But I don't know. There's something. I don't want to say cute, but just something charming about it. And I definitely like the game. You can really just sink a lot of time into the game because you just keep going, just jumping from planet to planet. The farther along you go, the harder it gets. There's a couple boss fights in between. We'll probably see one of those. All right, and here we go. So now we've restored our first planet. So as you can see, it's all colorful now. The clouds are starting to form, kind of showing that the atmosphere is now there. Plus, it's a really darker shade of purple now. So yeah, now we're done on this planet. I mean, we could stay here, but there's really nothing else to do. So, but one other thing about this is this big heart in the middle. What this will do is if you're damaged or if you're hurt, it will refill your health bar, but this heart will go down. So until it runs out completely, and the planet will still stay revitalized, but the heart will just be empty. One thing you can do to refill it is either place one of these guys, which it says are supposed to refill the heart, or also just planting other plants that'll refill the bar a little bit. But you're better off just going off and I'd say better off going and just going to a different planet. And every time you revitalize a planet, you also get a chest. So this one says you got a number ball. It says find the bearded one and press S to put it down. I'm just going to leave it here. So now, as you can see here, we're right there on the map, and we now have to go out and find another place. So as you can see right now, like I can't move. The only way I can move is if I use my jetpack. So that's the biggest thing about being in space, is you don't want to go rocketing in one direction, because you might end up not being able to stop yourself, because once you get going at like about full speed, it's almost impossible. You have to use a ton of fuel, that is, to stop yourself again. So it's one thing to really watch out for, is don't just go using all your fuel and just like trying to rocket as fast as possible, because I can guarantee you'll end up spiraling. If I can speak, you'll end up spiraling through space, and once you hit the edges of the map, then you die. So not good. You actually burn up into a crisp, which doesn't make sense, because that would mean we're like surrounded on all sides by a sun. But I mean, I didn't make the game, so that's for them to decide, not me. Or it's multiple suns and they're just really big and surrounding us, but I'm not going to try to think about that, because that's too complicated. So yeah, and there's also, you probably saw in this drop down menu, I'll show you when I'm done with all these seeds. There's an option for building bases, and there's three different bases. I'm pretty sure there's a shield base, a hold on, I'll have to look at it. Yeah, so we have the Pew Pew Tower, the shield base, and the Flame Temple. So I know what these two do, but I've never really put this one down and stayed on the planet long enough to see it work. This one is kind of like just a classic tower. It'll shoot at anything that comes within its range. Shield base, of course, just forms a nice little shield, not around the whole planet, but around a nice little spot. And this one, I'm not quite sure what it does yet, so I can't really say that, but I suppose I'll let you guys figure that one out by yourself. And we found a weapon power-up. Sweet. That means we can shoot faster now. Alright, and well, now that we're done here, we might as well... Hey, look, planet. Ooh, this is actually a gate planet. So, like, this is kind of one of the things that I was talking about, like, kind of having random stuff. There is one gate planet. I think there's only one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only one gate planet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So yeah, there's one gate planet, and right now we can't really do anything with these gates. But once you revitalize the planet, then you can use all the gates, and they'll teleport you to different places throughout through the map. So I'll kind of show you guys that once we open this up. And actually, any minute now, we should be attacked by a boss. They're usually... Well, actually, no. I think we have to fly to the edge of the map to get that boss. I think. Yeah, because there's a few there's bosses scattered throughout. There's a couple that just appear based on how many planets you've revitalized. But there's also... there's also a couple just based off of where you are. Like, I know the one that I've always found first is the one that happens when you get close to the outskirts, like close to the edge of the map. You'll kind of appear, I think. I'm not, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, we'll see if one of these portals takes us out to one of those edge planets, and then I can show you guys one of the bosses. If not, then we can just, then I can kind of just describe them to you, or just leave it as a secret for you guys. One thing you can see here is we have new enemies appearing. So we have, I think I need, oh no, my weapon power up. I want that. Oh, that is worth going and getting. Oh, come on, there we go. And I think we need, according to my thing over here, we need one more. And this is actually an upgrade I just got. It kind of helps me know a little bit. Oh man. Oh, gal, just leave me alone. Oh. So yeah, you can see like some of the enemies are getting harder. We're finding new enemies, which is always fun. There's a couple more. There's oh, there we go. There's another planet. Let's open up that chest over here. See what we got. We got seeds. That's all right. Let's hope we can find a planet towards the outskirts. Oh, this is perfect. We are definitely going to get attacked now, guys. Alright, I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible so we can hopefully have some health on this planet, because these bosses are not easy, especially when you don't have any upgrades or anything. They're definitely hard to do. Oh, what was that? Oh, yep, here's another, oh, there he comes. There's one of the bosses. Not this guy right here. You'll definitely know. You'll definitely know which one is the boss. So, I'm going to, while I'm waiting here, put up a couple towers, because I'm very afraid of these guys. Well, I'm not very afraid of them. They're just very powerful, and the more help I have, the better. Oh boy. The more help I have, the better off it is. So I don't know how long it's going to take them to get out here, though. It can take... I know last time it took quite a while, because you don't really know where they spawn everywhere. So... Oh, and one thing I didn't mention. To build... Oh, what was that? Oh. To build the... Can I build a base right there? Sweet. to build these towers and everything, you need these bricks down here, and you can find them one of two ways. I think you can just buy them in that store, or the other way you can do it is by you just find them. So like if you destroy a base, or they might just appear on a planet, or you can find them in a chest. You can find them all over the place. So, and hey, let's plant one of these flame temples too, just to see what they do. But yeah, so that's kind of how those work. So you can't just, it's not like the plants where you just have to make seeds and then you can plant them. It's not that easy, unfortunately. They're a little more rare, but then again, if you could have a million bases on on one of your planets, that'd kind of take the, oh, here he comes. That would take the survival out of it. So as you can probably guess, if he's shooting fire, what shoots fire? I'm not quite sure. Oh, wait a second. Nope, it's a dragon. Yep, it's a space dragon. I mean, this one's pretty easy, and we have a ton of towers, so I should be able to take him down. Oh, sweet. There we go. Oh, see? So this is like one of the things. So I found one of these stones. What is that feeling? Could it be the one stone? Has it been found? So there's really a story involved here, but every time you come in, it's kind of reset. So yeah, but it's really do recommend the game, you guys. I think it's about $9 on Steam. And it's not on sale right now. It was, but it's about $9 on Steam. Definitely worth it. You can really spend a lot of time playing it. There's a lot of replayability because it's basically a roguelike, and you just kind of keep going in, and it's kind of like like a lot of indie games. It's kind of like an arcade. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Like an arcade game where you can just upgrade and just keep upgrading. There's more stuff to do, and there's always stuff to find. So definitely recommend the game. Definitely go check it out. I really hope this review just kind of showed you guys a little bit about the game. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or comment. And if you have any other games that you want to see a review on, then definitely just let me know, and I will check them out, buy them, and if I like them, then I'll do a review on them. But thanks again for watching, you guys, and take care.